In what might be our only getaway this year, we spent the weekend in Worthing. Spent most of the time in the garden, given we haven't got one at home, and we kept cool spraying each other with the garden hose, which is much better than being stuck in our flat. Now, I'm not the most confident of swimmers. I can swim a little and certainly do a length or two of a public swimming pool, but my problem is my technique sucks, and so does my stamina, and I float like a brick. I never really learned to swim properly as a kid. My mum had a heart condition, so she physically wasn't capable of swimming, and Dad watched a friend drown when he was a teenager, so understandably he had a fear of water. So we rarely went swimming as a family. So yeah, I can swim a bit, but I'm not confident. I've never really been past waist deep in the sea. Mostly, I'll walk to the water's edge and get my feet wet, which is what we did on Saturday during a quick visit to Worthing. We'd only popped into town to pick up some vape fluid, but decided to have a super quick look at the beach as the car park was right next to it. Standing in the sea. We are at Worthing and we are in the sea and it's cold. It is cold, it's very cold, it's cold. We found out that one of our friends was down here for the weekend and decided to meet up with him in Bognor Regis on Sunday just for a couple of hours. It was good. I sat there on the beach watching all the stuff while Kate and Joe went into the sea with his daughter. And when they came back, I said I wanted to go and get my feet wet and asked Kate if she'd come with me. So we went into the sea, up to my knees, a bit further, up to my waist, and a bit further still, lower chest. Kate was watching me all the while, talking to me, watching me, and I could see she was ready to grab me if I began to panic or anything like that. I got deep enough to be up to my neck. From there, we tried a little treading water, which I wasn't great at. I managed it, but again, my technique wasn't good enough to be able to do it for long. That's just practice and confidence, which will come if I start going to the pool regularly when we're allowed to. We spent a good hour just standing in the sea, talking and floating, and I did some swimming around, much to our delight. Definitely feels easier to swim in the sea, and I guess it's because of the salt water making it easier to float. So much of the last couple of years has been me challenging my limits, even if only on small things, although there have been some pretty big things as well. And these pushing of the limits have moved me into a life that just 2 years ago would have seemed impossible. So go on, challenge yourself, even if only a little. You never know where you'll end up.